Are you tired of getting third-partied and getting wiped out in Fortnite Zero Build? Well, I got a strategy that's going to guide you from a step-by-step formula to get you consistent Zero Build crown wins. First thing you want to do is land at first order base. Quickly grab these two chests outside that spawn here and then head for the flag. Now this 4-step strategy is very easy to follow and it's very effective, and it's been getting me crown wins after crown wins. Now once you capture the flag, you should automatically get to B rank. Now there's a car over here that spawns, so I'm gonna check over here. Usually you'll find bots spawning here, so one kill is gonna get you to A rank. As you can see, with one kill only, we are able to secure A rank already, and with just one flag. So we're just gonna quickly get our drop. There's another bot that spawned in here, which is nice. We're gonna pick him off. We're gonna get our A drop and we're gonna push to the second flag. Now the reason we're farming these flags right now is we're gonna be setting ourselves up for basically success later. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna quickly farm these flags. Now this is the second location of the flag. You guys already know where it is, you know, this is basically by the gas station. So if you don't have a vehicle by now, grab a vehicle from here, and we're just gonna try to rotate in from here. I see another bot, probably looks like a bot. He was pushing me, so I'm just gonna kill him quickly, and with 5 kills and 2 flags, we have already gotten the S boon. We are far ahead of any player at this moment. We got 30 players remaining. Megazord is still alive. At this moment we are gonna push for our part 3 of the strategy. So part 1 was flags, part 2 was getting the S boon, part 3 of the strategy is using the medallion to third-party people. Now we want to push for the Megazord when he's weak. We know he's about to die, so people are going to be coming in for third party. I don't necessarily want to get the boon right now. I want to more use the boon and try to keep my distance and third party. Like for example, this guy on top, he's kind of busy taking care of the Megazord, so I'm shooting him instead of the Megazord. I want to finish him rather than the Megazord, and as soon as I kill him, I get in the car and I rotate away. Now Megazord is weak, so I'm gonna try to stay in the zone, and I know as soon as he despawns, he's gonna try to go for that medallion, and we can use that opportunity to put pressure on him. So over here this guy is flying down, and again notice I am not pushing him. I'm just gonna be putting pressure on him, and since he landed in the open, try to finish him off. Got a lot of damage on him, but I only have 1 shockwave. Plus in the open I could push to kill him, but there's probably possibility of other people being in the area, so you want to fight from the distance. You know, right now just want to be close enough to the medallion that you can third party, but you don't want to engage one-on-one with it. Now I have 1 shockwave, so I know that this guy I killed dropped a hammer, and there was a car behind which I saw, so I'm gonna use that car. Always use a car, always find a vehicle, do not go in the open. And I'm gonna try to again stay in the close by the medallion. When I hear the gunshots, then I push for the third party. So I'm just gonna go into that area where the medallion is and try to see if I can put pressure on him. Again, I am trying to keep my distance right now until I hear gunshots or an opportunity where I can take advantage. Now this guy, again, I knew he was weak. He's probably trying to get into the zone, so I'm going to try to put pressure on him and, you know, take him his heli down, and I'm going to try to push up. I see him flying towards me, so instead of taking fire right now, I get to the high ground, which again, and this rock provides me with the cover and the high ground above him, and then I put pressure on him and try to reload my weapon. I see somebody pushing me, so quickly I want to get into my car and reposition, because my weapons are not loaded and I'm not ready yet. So I'm just gonna, you know, bait him to push towards me, and which he does, and he's in the open, and then I'm easily able to put shots on him, and unfortunately I wasn't able to finish him, so we're just gonna chase him down. Let's cue the music. Now the reason I'm chasing this guy right here is because he has a medallion. We're in top 10 situation. At this time we want to focus on the part 3 of the strategy. Now get the medallion. First we were using medallion as a bait, but now since we're in top 10 situation, we want to get the medallion, especially since this guy is pretty weak. I don't want to let him heal up. I'm just staying in the zone where I can try to take him out and see if he make a mistake, and which he does. He makes a mistake of getting out of the car, and I can easily beam him and get the medallion. Now that we got to the part 3 of the strategy, first was the flags, second was the boon, S boon we already got, third is getting the medallion. We got the medallion as well. Now the fourth part of the strategy, since now you have the medallion, you want to play zone and play high ground. That is the fourth part. You don't want to be aggressive now. You want to let people come to you, because you have the medallion. People are going to come to you, so if you hold position on high ground and force them into a situation where they have to push you, so you can easily take them out, like this guy. And he tried to push me. I kept my distance, and I baited him to come towards me, used my car for cover, and easily able to take him out. He provided me with a mythic and a crown. Again, I'm staying on the high ground. I am not gonna be looking for opponent. We got 4 players remaining. Zone is pretty big, so everybody knows that I have the target on me because I have the medallion. So wanna stay on high ground, wanna pick the opportunities. And as you can see, with 10 kills we are pretty close to the S rank, and as soon as the zone closes we should get more points, so that should get us to S plus rank. And like I said, this strategy in the beginning is a bit slow, but it pays off at the end, because by the end situation we're gonna be getting all these mythics from the S plus drop, and we will have a big advantage on our players at the end of the game. And of course we still have the medallion, so we're just holding the high ground, seeing if somebody's pushing us. Now the drop comes down and I go for the drop. Unfortunately this guy tried to sneak up from behind me, and over here what I do is I try to put pressure back on him so he doesn't push me. My main concern isn't about killing him right now, it's just to get him off my back so I can quickly grab my mythic. And at this situation I want to rotate out because he has a high ground and he has a better positioning, and if I do a long fight, somebody can push from behind and third party us, especially since there's only 4 players remaining. I know he has to rotate into the zone, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of rotate in front a little bit. I see one guy over here, so I'm going to just drive to the bush and use bush as a cover to pick him out easily with the pulse rifle. And now there's 2 players remaining, so I'm just trying to figure out where the third player is. I know one is on the mountain, he has to rotate down, and I don't know where the other player is. So I'm gonna go back, try to find cover where I can see the guy rotating down from the mountain and put pressure on him. So I'm gonna use the building right here, try to get to the high ground and try to see if I can try to put damage on the guy who's rotating down. But I'm still, at the time, I'm being careful because I do not know what that third person is. I always have to be careful, guys. The last zones, you don't want to engage unless you have visual on all players. Try not to engage because you just be giving away your location, and people tend to third party you more when you get in a fight. So we already have up to 11 kills. It did start us slow, but again, that's the main focus of the strategy. And part 4 is we're playing zone. Now I'm zone camping this guy because I know one of the guys in the back. I see another player. This player looked like he's a bot, or he's pretty weak, so I'm just gonna try to quickly finish him. Now he was shooting in the back, so now I know that the guy from the mountain is still in the zone, and I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna force him and use the zone as advantage. And my medallion will mark him eventually, which it does. He's hiding in the cover, and I'm just going to use this rock to put pressure on him. And we are technically already have won this game. There's nothing he can do at this point. The zone is on him, and then we're putting pressure on the other side, and all we have to do is just land a couple of shots and he should die easily. And that's how you win the crown wins, guys. I hope you like the strategy, and if you enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe.